Hey guys, it's Miguel with In Plain Sight Security and Readiness. Been getting some interesting comments on some of my videos. One was a comment left about, who do I think would survive in a SHTF situation, and it was older preppers versus younger preppers. Also, wiser versus stronger. So I'll make a video about that. I thought it was a very interesting comment. It was pretty good, and there was a lot of other comments left in the feedback. People's opinions. I believe. Well, I'm gonna go into that a little bit later. Let's say pros and cons. Okay. Stronger. Let's go with stronger. Okay. Stronger usually means you're healthier. Your body can fight diseases. It's less likely to get sick. Will be able to defend yourself better. Stamina's there, okay, you got that. Then you got, say, wiser, usually older, but not necessarily, but we're going to add, for this reference, we're going to go with older, and wiser. You got experience, you have knowledge, you usually have the know-how, usually you've been in those situations before, so you don't necessarily have to use the brute strength that you use probably when you were younger, or you've been through those situations before, so there's different ways of accomplishing what you need to accomplish in those situations. But then there's will you have the energy to do it? Do you have the capacity to do it? So that's where the younger comes into play. They may have the capacity to do things. They may have the endurance, but do they have the know-how? So I think, they both need each other. You need people who are in shape. You need people who are knowledgeable. Also, a lot of the survivalist skills that we do are all primitive. If you think of primitive skills, we got those from our forefathers. So you can say pretty much older preppers. Without that experience and knowledge, how will we know what to do? But then, well, actually, no, pretty much, how would we, How will we have learned, that the ferro rods work? How will we have known, how to purify water and different types of ways to purify water? Granted, old school was boiling and maybe bleach, stuff like that. But now, we got the whole using charcoal, gravel, filtering the water with ceramic filters, which is more modern age technology, so I'd have to say both have their uniqueness. They really do, because if you look at, when we're going to say with younger preppers, I guess me, I'm still considered young. I'm going to be 40 in July. But depending on who you're talking to, I'm an old man, depending on how young they are. But I'm in that in between. I believe in old school ways. My father taught me, some primitive skills, woodmanship and bushcraft and stuff like that. My dad loved to go in the woods and go hunting and fishing, and I used to always go with him, so I picked up on all that stuff. So I know about primitive camping and bushcraft and stuff like that from what my father taught me. But then, you got some of the more modern stuff. If you look at some of the modern stuff now, we now have tents that pretty much it's like a hammock. And all you do is tie one end to one tree, the other end to the other tree. Voila, you have a hammock that has netting around it, has a roof awning over it, and then voila, you know, where like before you would have to erect a tent, or you know, you would have to make something out of logs and wood and make a primitive shelter. Water purification, holy moly, there is a whole boatload of different water purification and water filters. You got the live straw, you know, which is very popular. You got the Sawyer water filters. You got tablets. You know, you got the Katadyn. You got the Berkey water filtration systems. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I mean, there's several different, you know, modern day, newer. Sorry, I'm getting eaten up by the mosquitoes out here. So, you know, you got both primitive and then you got the modern day technology. Both has their plus and, you know, negatives, positive and negative. So just depends. But really, when someone asks me that question, and again, awesome comment, awesome question, it really got me thinking, because it was so good. I had to make a video about it. My answer to that is, regardless if you think old, new, modern, primitive, it doesn't matter. What's gonna get you to survive is the will to survive. I mean, you can be the most prepared person out there, but if you start falling apart mentally when the shit hits the fan, it doesn't matter. And then, you know, you can be that one person, you didn't have anything. I mean, you pretty much had the basics. Maybe you had like a knife. You know, you had some matches in your pocket and a knife. But I'm going to tell you right now, that will to survive, that's what's going to get you going. That's what's going to keep you alive. When there is a will, you will find a way. So for me, regardless of how old you are, how young you are, it doesn't matter. If you don't have that will to survive, you're not going to survive. Because there's not going to be any reason for you to survive. For a lot of us, it's our families. You know, if you hear of any of these stories about like people getting trapped in the woods, or you know, under an avalanche, or you know, the people who were trapped in the mine, stuff like that, what kept them alive, most of them? And all this, I'm telling all of them, in any survival story you hear, it was the will to survive. They kept telling themselves, I need to get back home to my kids. I want to get home to my wife, my girlfriend, my loved one. That's what it is. It's the will to survive. And that, to me, is more important. And really the key determining factor is to if you're going to survive or not. Plain and simple. So, thanks for watching the video. I hope I answered your questions. It was an awesome topic. I mean, I had a lot of fun thinking about it and doing this video. So, go ahead and share this video if you agree with my message. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Got a lot of good feedback. Hit the like button, hit the unlike button, doesn't matter. I love feedback. Gives me a lot of content to make new videos and see what you guys want to hear. If you my opinion on certain topics, and I'll do my best to go out there and shoot these videos and give some feedback. So until next time, guys, be humble, stay alert, and always be ready.